Okay. Okay, so I wanted to come on live and talk about why do we stay in situations, experiences that no longer serves us, right? And if you see that I'm looking this way, I'm looking at my computer because I took some notes, all right? And so, before y'all start just thinking that it's about relationships, I'm talking about jobs, friendships, okay, mindsets, um, fear, and sometimes we end up being placed in a situation to where it's like we can't see the way out, okay? All right. And I know some of y'all have experienced this because I've experienced this too. Like you have you ever looked up one day and realized like emotionally you're not there but physically you're still there? It's like, why am I still here? Like I checked out a long time ago. Okay? All right. And so again, I'm looking at my computer at my notes. So when you are stuck in those situations, right? Comfort, like comfort will convince you to stay. Okay? Comfort will convince you to stay somewhere that you have no business staying and remaining. Okay? All right. It's more so like we feel so comfortable with being content rather than going out there and experiencing freedom. Okay. Let me put the shades on. Okay. Okay. Familiarity. I can never say that word. Okay. Y'all know what I mean. That feels better than freedom. You feel safe. But when you look at it, you're never safe in comfort if you ask me. 333 on the timer. Okay? But for the most part, it's like you know exactly what this plan is going to do. You know exactly what to expect on a day-to-day basis. Like you're so comfortable in that routine. To where it's like if I venture out, I'm going to I'm going to have to shift and change and try to find my stability again. And most people don't want to do that. This is why it's so hard for people to leave relationships, jobs, okay, lovers, homies, and friends, okay, right? Um, and that could also be because most of us don't know what healing looks like. Okay, most of us do not know what healing looks like. And healing looks different from person to person. Okay? What some people may find challenging when it comes to healing, some people like, bitch, this a breeze. Okay? And just like with everything else, you may never know what it looks like until you put yourself out there and start working on it. Until you start doing the work to heal yourself. Okay? Um all right. So my next point was well, before I go to my next point, just to be relatable in a sense, work. when you're at a company for a decade because you are familiar, is and then especially doing the same role over and over and over again, because it's like I know what to expect. I don't want that was me. That was me. And so I'm like, you know what? I can't. It was easy. I knew what to expect on a a daily basis. All right, I was familiar with my supervisor, but doing the same thing for 10 years, I even got sick and tired of being sick and tired of just being there. You know what I mean? Okay. And and sometimes when you stay in a situation for too long, it's not because they are good, it's because you're just familiar with it. You just already know what to expect. You know what I mean? And so I want you, this is like a personal question to contemplate on. Have you ever stayed somewhere just because you did not want to start over? You're like, I don't even want to do it. Start over? What? But we pray for, we ask for, we beg, we plead for a new beginning. And when it comes to us, standing there like a deer in headlights. The what? The what? Okay? It's like you cannot continue to confuse history with alignment. You see where I'm going? Do you see where I'm going? Okay? Just because there's history, that does not mean that is in alignment with your path. This is why you know you're at the tail end of just being complacent and content. You can't sit right. Okay, you like shit starting to bother you that didn't bother you before. Okay, you're losing patience. Okay, you could be calling off, because that was me, child. Look, calling off as soon as my alarm go. Okay, I don't want to go in. Okay, learning how to rig the system. Okay, that was me. But you know when you're somewhere for too long, you can't sit still, but you still not moving your ass. You're still not moving your ass because you're stuck. You're afraid to experience what's on the other side. Even if you fail, so what? We fail a little bit, just a little bit, but we find our way because of our resilience. Okay? Like, just because you've been somewhere for a long time doesn't mean that you're supposed to stay there forever. Just because you've been sitting at that desk, just because you've been in that relationship for a long time, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to stay there, especially when you know your time is up, boo. Especially when we know it's done. It's a wrap. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Okay. I gave it my everything. No, I gave it my everything, and everything is everything. Everything is everything. Hold on. Okay, I had to see what my dog was tripping for. Okay. You like, please don't go. No, it's done. It's done. Throw it away. Okay, the situation has expired. The situation has expired. There's no more. No more. Okay. Um Next point, the version of you that entered isn't the version of you leaving, okay? And I really don't think people talk about this. Like, the version of me that I accepted 5, 10, 15 years ago is not the version of me today. Okay, you see, we evolve, we grow. Okay, so who I was yesterday, a week ago, that may not be this that may not be me today. Granted, yes, people do remain the same, but when you're done, but there's always going to be a consistent change. You're always going to evolve. Okay, it's like, why are you it's like, why are you expecting, that old version of you, that expired version of you, to what am I trying to say? Why are you allowing that expired version of you to take over your present? Okay, that does not fit with this new program. Okay, it doesn't fit with the program. Okay, what you used to accept way back when, the things that you used to tolerate, the things that you used to put up with, is no longer accepted today. Okay, it's no longer accepted. It no longer works. It cannot fit. Okay, it's no longer a match. No longer a match. Okay, that's just like you trying to squeeze in some shoes way what did you have way back in middle school. Okay, like it's not gonna fit the same. Okay, it may not fit at all. Okay, it may not fit at all. Okay, like when you're growing, like, growth changes your appetite. I'm trying to tell you, growth tastes different. Okay, once you get a taste of it, you can't go back. Once you get a taste of what peace feels like. Okay, once you get a taste of what luxury um, tastes like. Okay, once you get a taste of how it is to just embody confidence and love and resilience. Once you get a taste of all of that, you going back. You going back to BS? Are you going back to the bullshit? Are you going to go back and feed yourself, okay, scraps from the slums? Okay, let me upgrade ya. On the mother can't once to put in your necktie. Cardi ain't talk once, now I'm laser. Okay. Partner, let me grade ya, okay? The spirit has ascended. Okay. It's like once you okay, once you upgrade, it's like that. No, I cannot go back. I know what it feels to be. I know what it feels like to be in that position. I don't want to experience that no more. That old me. Okay, that's where that new year, new me. But we doing it right now. Okay, we're doing it right now. Okay. All right. It's like when you're going through this transformation, when you're going through this change, it's like your spirit is upgrading its capacity. Okay, it's like you're upgrading your capacity and what you can and cannot hold. Okay, this is when you're really, your life is being filtered, because only substance, truth, intention is allowed. All that other stuff didn't serve me. I'm gone. I'm gone. Like, so I want you to ask yourself, like, what is something that you've outgrown this year? That, yeah, so I'm back. So, what is something that you've outgrown this year that you know you need to leave, but you don't? Maybe you don't know how. Okay, what what experience or situation are you stuck in that is no longer serving you, and what are you doing about it? What can you do about it? Make a plan. Make a plan. Make a plan and make it plain. Okay? Because if it's not serving you, it's taking up space. It's taking up space. How can we deliver the blessings if you don't get rid of what's no longer serving you? It's taking up space. Love don't live here anymore. Okay? Love don't live here anymore. All right. And even just looking at the world today, I think most people are very inquisitive. Okay? Like you have people who are questioning what's going on, questioning relationships, their career, and just being open about what it is that you want. And I feel as if everyone should be like that, because you only have this life to live. YOLO. So the question is, in which I always have to remind myself, this is your life. The decisions that you make are yours. Don't allow other people to make the decisions for you. Don't allow your life to be controlled by someone else or something else. Take control over your life. If it's something that you want, work towards it and go get it. If you don't want it, then to hell with it. Okay, stop wasting time. Time is being wasted. We are practically in August next week. Okay? Why would you want to continue to waste time on fulfilling your purpose or your dreams, or even just figuring the shit out? Just putting some attempts to figuring it out. Okay? Like having some honesty behind what it is that you want, who you want to become. And I know all of this may sound cliche and all, but it's the honest God truth. Like, what the fuck do you want? Do you want to be powerful or powerless? And I'm here, go get a, go get a, go get. Okay, you want to be a go getter? Okay, whether if it's a gold digger or a gold digger. Okay, have it your way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So, y'all know we gonna confirm with the cards, but But sometimes just loving yourself, that's the best thing that you can ever do for yourself. Like, that is, your life is the greatest gift of all. Okay, your life is the greatest gift of all. How are you handling your life? Are you fumbling it? Are you throwing it to the next player? Like, how are you structuring your life? How are you building your life? Okay, and when you stay in situations or have those experiences that no longer serve you, they tend to do more harm than. Okay, be back real quick. Okay, I don't know how long this is gonna be going on, but yeah, just because you survive doesn't mean that you belong there. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to stay there. Okay, so remember that. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh. So again, I'm gonna just pull some cards to confirm the message. Something's got a man at home. Look, firm foundation. Starting over, leaving what no longer serves you. Okay? 11:44 on the clock, leaving what no longer serves you. Firm foundation. Restructuring your life. Like, you cannot continue to resurrect the old version of yourself. You just cannot. Okay? You why? Why are we bringing her back to life? Why are we resurrecting that old version of ourselves? Like, been there, done that. Why? Ill. Okay. This. Hello. Let's see. Conflict and defeat. Going back and forth with those experiences, questioning everything, thinking about, should I could have tried a little harder. I could have tried a little harder. You mean to tell me those times you didn't try to about 11 times and kept getting the same result? Okay? Like, why continue to put yourself in the turmoil? Like, you're intentionally placing yourself in in harm's way. Isn't that crazy? Okay. And then some people stay in situations that no longer serve them out of guilt. Some people stay out of guilt when the next person ain't even, mine ain't nowhere near guilt. Okay, they live in their best life. But because you may be empathetic and sensitive and considerate, you like, I don't want to make X, Y, and Z mad. Fuck them. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Because it's so hard to wrap your mind around, especially if you are that kind of person. It's really hard to wrap your mind around, like, dang, I really do have to be cutthroat out here. Like, this is a dog eat dog world. You feel me? Yes. And then especially as a woman, bruh, I'll be like, I got that dog in me. I got that. Like, I don't want to do that all the time, but you know, it is what it is. You know, for the most part, I know I have a genuine heart, and everyone is not going to get that type of time. Okay, only for the people who deserve it. If you earned it, you're getting it. All right, seriously. Let's see what else. Oh no, it's too many, too many. Like, if fear wasn't involved, what kind of, like, what would be your decision that you would make today? Okay, if fear was not involved, what would be your decision today? And I'm still hearing that song, go get it. You will go get it. You will go get it. And using myself as an example, as I say all the time, just me being here, especially on live, I was already scared. And to look like a B.I., but I'm just, no. I know what fear feels like. I know where I get with fear, nowhere. No, I'm gonna take a leap out on faith. I didn't try everything else. I didn't try doing nothing. So let me see what it feels like to do something. You're doing fine. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. And even if I wasn't doing fine, you know, and it's an experience for me. I just look at it as just an experience, you know. I still feel as if it's beneficial to me. I tend to stutter when I'm nervous. Imagine doing that on live. Listen. But look, you have to get over it. I'm pretty sure you heard, like, or you know, people just practicing in the mirror talking. Even if you have to cut the comments, if this is something that you wanted to do, if you wanted to go live or whatever, if that's something, but or just speak in front of people. I know if you go live, just turn the comments off. That's all. Okay. We all have those moments, so when we're nervous, we do the most craziest shit. Okay. What do I do when I'm nervous? What do I do when I'm nervous? When I'm nervous, I tend to play with I guess you would say, like, doing gang signs or something, but like I really mess with, I do like countdowns. Like if my hands are under the table, I'll just start counting down with my hands. open and closing them. You know, I do it to where no one can see me. So if it's just, you know, under the table, or if I put my hands behind my back. Sometimes I'm just like, you know, come back to me. Let me think on that, okay? So let's see what else. Look, look, new beginnings, and then emotional withdrawal. That's what I'm saying. Forget what them people saying. Like I said, it's a dog eat dog world. Like blocking out all the noise. If it's not for me, it's not for me. I'm sorry. I can no longer do it. I can no longer do it. This is hurting me more than it's hurting you. Okay. Okay, this is hurting me more than it's hurting you. Type shit. Okay. But emotions, it's just emotions taking me over. We don't want the emotions to take us over, okay? We don't want to be lost in sorrow, lost in guilt, okay? Lost in regret. Okay? Emotions are fleeting. Okay, this is why we have so many, because we're always changing. We're always feeling some kind of fucking way. I feel like, I feel like, do you know how much? I was just thinking of this. I was contemplating on this the other day. Like, if the world was neutral with their feelings, just was still compassionate and understanding of why some people may operate the way that they operate, you know, still being empathetic, but have neutral feelings, like feel no way about shit. We could be so far. Okay? Instead, we overthink, overcomplicate things, allow our emotions to get the best of us. And this is why we stay in situations longer in situations that has expired beyond years. Okay, this is why it's important to withdraw emotionally. Am I looking at this logically? What did Tina Turner say? What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Period. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Not I. Look, you break my heart. Listen, this is why, you know, even with the whole debate of, you know, with the men and the women want, you know, to be compensated, all that other stuff. I understand on both, but, you know, for my ladies, I understand that you want, look, I get it, because I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm the same way, because I'm thinking, like, I know I'm about to get my heart broke. One way, shape, or form, you probably gonna do something that's gonna piss me off. Okay? So therefore, I need something material. Okay? Because I know emotionally there's gonna be a fuck up. Okay? Just like you leaving here, I'm leaving here with something. Okay? I'm leaving here with something. I'm just not leaving here with hurt feelings. No, at least I got X, Y, and Z. We benefiting. So I can understand where my ladies be coming from. Like, seriously. Ain't nobody got time for that. Your emotions get in the fucking way, especially when they're not balanced. especially when they're not balanced. I agree, but I still look at it as look, you grow and you evolve. We can is I don't look at it as if you're making that next person pay for it. This is just how you're operating. You don't have to bring in what the next person did. It's just reality. Like you already knowing. Even when, say for instance, if it was a relationship, even if the relationship went well, that doesn't mean that you're bringing that in. It's just like, okay, I had this experience. I didn't like this. I've grown from this. This is how I want to operate going forward. I mean, at least that's for me. I'm not bringing in anything from my last. It's just like I learned from it, and I want to try something new. I want to try it out this way. See how this way work out. Because of course, if you bring that in, you ain't healed from nothing. You supposed to grow from it. Be wiser. That's how I look at it. But I get what you're saying though, because there are people who do that. Like this person ain't do that. This person, no. I'm just being realistic. Like if you know you gonna get your heart broke, set that's okay. If I get my heart broke, at least I left with something. So, like I was saying, just I mean, because everything is just transactional. To be honest, in today's world, okay, getting something from that's just like okay, you guys probably went out on 2 dates, all right, and it's just like, oh well, it didn't work out, but at least I got to try two new restaurants, that I didn't have to pay for, and benefited me. You know what I mean? So little stuff like that is what I'm talking about. Look, shadow. I don't know. I'm hearing like, come here, my child. Okay, come hither. Come hither, my child. Okay. So yeah, it's like, come hither. Yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing that. Come, yeah, like, ooh, show a little some, do a little some. What's that Maxwell? Yeah, I want you to do a little something, something. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. So yeah, that was my gift today. Okay, the topic of today is why do we stay in places or situation that no longer serves us. Okay, but I'm here. If anyone has a question that they would like to ask, want me to pull a card or two, get a little message, we can do that. But kick it and flow. If it's cool. I see. They, cause look, that's why I'm gonna have to start using my computer. I just really don't like using my computer, but I guess that you are so right about that. That's what, look, cause I'm like, I'm like, was I on here too? I'll be like, did they give me like an imaginary countdown? Because why would y'all do that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start going on my tablet or my computer, cause that was so annoying. Thank you for sharing that, cause I didn't know that. Maybe tripping. So yeah, I'll probably come back on later on tonight. See what they do. Yeah. So, if anyone had a question to ask, they can ask. Like, I want to be nosy. Okay, see what'll come out. Um, wait, where you at around the world? Look. I keep telling myself I'm international. Okay, where you at? Where you at? Y'all remember those Boost mobile phones, the Motorola's, the church? Where you at? East Coast. What? Okay, if you're on the East Coast. Okay, if you're on the East Coast, let me guess. Are you in like, I don't know why I'm hearing like Staten Island or Philadelphia? So it'll probably go around 7 my time. So it's probably what, 10 your time? Oh,